Who was the first President of the United States? In which year did World War I begin? Who was the first Emperor of China? What was the name of the ship that brought the Pilgrims to America in 1620? Which civilization is known for building the pyramids? Who was the leader of the Soviet Union during World War II? What event started the French Revolution? Who discovered the Americas in 1492? In which year did the Berlin Wall fall? Who was the first woman to fly solo across the Atlantic Ocean? What was the main purpose of the Silk Road? Who was the leader of the Mongol Empire? The Magna Carta was signed in which year? Which country was the first to grant women the right to vote? Who was the first man to walk on the moon? What was the Cold War primarily about? Who was the famous Queen of Egypt during the Ptolemaic period? What major event occurred in 1066? The Renaissance started in which country? Who invented the printing press? What was the name of the first permanent English colony in America? Who was the leader of Nazi Germany during World War II? The Battle of Waterloo marked the end of which leader's reign? Which empire was ruled by the pharaohs? Who was the first king of unified England? The Great Wall of China was primarily built to protect against which group? What was the name of the first human civilization? Who was the main leader of the American Civil War's Union Army? Which empire controlled most of the Mediterranean in the 2nd century BCE? What was the primary reason for the start of the American Revolution? Who led the Indian independence movement against British rule? What ancient civilization is known for creating the first written language? In what year did the United States declare independence? The term Iron Curtain referred to the division of which two regions? What was the name of the ship that carried Charles Darwin on his famous voyage? Which empire was ruled by the Ottoman Turks? Who is credited with developing the theory of evolution? The first man-made satellite, Sputnik, was launched by which country? What is the name of the famous ancient city buried by the eruption of Mount Vesuvius? Who was the leader of the Confederate States during the American Civil War? Which battle ended Napoleon Bonaparte's rule as Emperor of France? Which war took place between 1939 and 1945? What year did the Titanic sink? Who was the leader of the Chinese Communist Party during the Chinese Revolution? The first man to reach the South Pole was? Who was the first emperor of the Roman Empire? Which event led to the start of World War II? Who was the first woman to become Prime Minister of the United Kingdom? The Magna Carta was signed by King John of England in which year? What was the main cause of the fall of the Roman Empire?